How's it going, people? Free for Steve Raid Shadow Legends. We're currently on the first Saturday, so day 3 of the Thor infusion. I did record a video yesterday, but it was pretty crap, so I'm just going to redo it. I did do all of my summons yesterday with all my sacred shards. As you can see, I'm completely wiped out of sacred shards. I had 12 by the time it started. So I did, like I said, I recorded all that, so I will put the clip of all of the pulls in this video, and I'll just shrink it down so it's like a bit quicker. Boom, 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 done. And I'm going to quickly switch over to the calendar and show you what's done. So you can see here we've finished Spider, we finished the summon rush on both of them, so we've got the epic guy and obviously the rare guy on the way. Champion training I finished earlier on this morning. Gear enhancement started this morning, I just absolutely smashed that out and got that done. Classic arena started, we're in the process of doing that, so pretty soon, either later on tonight or tomorrow, we'll have the rare for that one done. Dungeon divers we're also really close to finishing, so we're going to be done that too. By Sunday we're going to have 6 of these dudes, so we're going to have 6 of him. Like I say, we've already got the epic done, so we're going to, by the end of the weekend we're going to be easily over halfway done the fusion. So I'm going to switch back over to the game and show you the current status on the other things we're doing. I'll just run through them. So classic arena, as you can see, it started earlier on this morning, 141 points so far. Again, we're just going to continue doing that. Champion training, like I say, I finished that off earlier to get him. I'm quite happy to just carry on using up some energy that I just generate. I'm not going to use any of my, stored up energy. I'm not going to use the refills or anything, but just whatever I generate, I'll just continue training, because I can make more 3-star food and 4-star food just so that they're then ready for later on to fuse the guide, so I'm not stuck there. Spider tournament, obviously, like I say, we've done 2,761. I think it was 2,700 or 2,750 was to get the chicken, which we might as well have done. Ice Golem is starting tomorrow, but we'll come back onto that of what our plan going forward is. Yeah, so gear enhancement, obviously absolutely demolished that because I just geared up all of Skiramis's, leveled up all of Skiramis's gear, and another champion which once I put in the shard pulls, you're going to see who I then also leveled up and geared up. But yeah, dungeon divers, this other one, we've just got a few hundred points left to earn, which we've got a day left to do it, so even if I don't finish it today, this evening, I'll be able to finish it off in the morning. So that's how all that's going. This coalition event has obviously already started as well, which they put out a photo a few days ago showing like the layout of how it was all going to work, but they had proper shit rewards in here on that photo, so it sent everyone over the top. Like, people were going off it. It was like a rare book was in here or something stupid like that, like a 1 3-star chicken and just crap like that. It was so shy. Obviously it was ended up being wrong, but I don't know, they don't do themselves any favours when they put out things like that. Even if they disclaimed it and said these aren't the actual reward you're going to get, it's still going to set people off. So why not, like, just for the, if you're going to at least placeholder it and like disclaimer it saying these aren't the rewards, at least just put some good rewards on there, even if it's not the right ones, just so people get hyped for the event coming up. They don't think, oh well, this is going to be shit, and then don't bother looking into it. Whereas if from the get-go you show that they are going to get good rewards, even if you're not showing them the right ones, people start getting a bit excited for things and start like hyping things up and sharing it around and getting more excitement around it. Hey well, it is what it is. Right, I'm going to quickly jump back to the calendar and I'm going to show you what the plan going forward is. So like I say, Dungeon Divers are going to be finished off soon, so what I'll do is I'll tick this yellow because it's going to be done, and that's going to be done. So my plan going forward, because we have the epic, we can afford to skip for other things. So my thinking is going to be, if I cross out what we're going to skip, I'll do it orange. So we're going to skip the second gear enhancement, because that's then going to give us time to build up silver again. I mean, I only got down to 17 million, which wasn't too bad. I think it was like 21 or 22 million I spent finishing, and I got higher than I needed to. But so we'll skip that. We'll just build up silver while we're doing everything here. I'm also going to probably skip this Dungeon Divers. I'll whatever points I earn during that while I'm doing stuff, it is what it is, but I'm not going to focus on doing that dungeon divers. So there's 2. Ice Golem is a question mark right now, because there's nothing else really to do at the minute at this point in time. So I may as well do some Ice Golem with whatever energy we just generically have, and then if I get close to finishing it, then I may as well just do it, type of thing. So then going forward, we do have another dungeon divers here, which is awkward because it starts on the last day of Top Dragon. So what we do is we wait until here to do Dragon and just absolutely rinse it next Saturday to early Sunday morning, like I did with Spider. I did Spider in a matter of hours. We'll just do Dragon because we've got Nishak who can solo. We have the benefit with that of doing Dragon, Champion Training and the Dungeon Divers all 3 at the same time by using Nishak to just level stuff up and solo it. So we can do those 3. This Champion Training event's another big one, but it's an event, so it has to be just purely leveling things. It's not using books like I have been able to here. So that's going to be a bit more awkward, which is again why we're trying to not use too many resources beforehand. So yeah, so we'll do Dragon then. Champion Chase. Now this is a funky one, because it's going to completely depend on if they put any events out, like the 2 timed on Ancients or Voids. Because obviously I've used only Sacreds during the Summon Rush, because they're the most logical points-wise during the Summon Rush. Because you can just guarantee what you're going to get, type of thing. Again, it'll just completely depend. So this is the other question mark here. So that's potentially our 4 that we're going to skip. So if we did not bother finishing Ice Golem, but I think I probably will. I'll probably just do it just to get it out of the way. So that's that one. Question mark, question mark. Classic Arena, easy. The second gear enhancement that I'm going to do, easy, because I'll have the silver. Fire Knight and obviously Dragon. I think all of this is pretty solid. Just the question mark around Champion Chase, which I'm not too badly sort of set up for. Again, it just depends on if they do any 2 times. I have an awkward feeling because they've actually done so far this fusion quite alright. Because normally the very beginning, on day 1, they start a dungeon tournament, but don't start the dungeon divers till the next day, which screws a lot of people over sometimes. But this time they did it on the exact same time, which I was quite surprised at. But I have a feeling there's going to be something somewhere in this fusion where they're just going to, screw people over. And it could be the Champion Chase, because they could put a 2 times on Sacred on there. Yeah, that's our plan going forward. But before I mess up and open my champion pool, here I'm going to put in now the clip of the summons that we did yesterday. So enjoy that.
Dripping lights, paint
Okay, yeah, so as you see, we are now still yet to get a legendary from Sacred Shards, which is ridiculous because I'm sure I need to go back and look at this if I can, like through my videos, and try and work out how many Sacred Shards I've actually pulled. Because I feel like before yesterday, it was like 6 to 8 Sacreds I've already pulled. So that means I'm around 20 Sacreds without a legendary as of yet. So that would probably put me at like, you know, it's like, I don't know what it would be. So 12, so if I'm at, let's just say I'm at 20. So it's 12 summons without a legendary, starts this kicking in, increasing per shard. So on 12, so 13 would have had an extra 2, so it'd be 14 or 16% depending on the way that it works. If it's after shard 13, it adds the 2-1, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so we'll just go with 14%. So I'm currently at 20% chance of a legendary from Sacreds now, which is a bit ridiculous, but it just means now that if we start saving again from our Sacreds that we're getting from Demon Lord and stuff like that now, just save again up until if the next fusion's good and I do it, or if not, when there's a nice, like, I mean, really, I don't really want to be summoning on it 2 times and wait, because the fact I'm already so close in Mercy, it kind of seems like a bit of a waste. The logical best thing would be if they did like a 1+1. So if you pull Sacred Shards, you get a legendary, you get another free one. I don't know if they've ever done that for Sacreds, but that would kind of be like the best situation. Because I'm already so high up the Mercy system, then I should be quite likely to hit the legendary and get the extra one, which then kind of balances out the bad luck we've had with those. So hopefully they might do something like that soon. But yeah, I mean, the epics that we got though was quite good. Obviously, Phoenix is the champion I was on about, who I also geared up and leveled up after pulling them. I haven't booked his skills up because I used all of my books on Skiramis, wherever he may be. There he is, I'm blank. Yeah, so I need 2 more to finish him off. But having him in the Hydra team now instead of Dusor has basically enabled me to every time I can just quick battle easy at least. And it's just done. It's like it gets about 10 million. So it's doing not bad. And that was before, obviously, I skilled him up, leveled his gear up, and I still get to put like all of his masteries in. So once that's done, and give him a relic, he should be even better in Hydra. So we should, you know, get better scores. Yeah, but Phoenix, I wanted him pretty much geared up straight away. He's going to help us in Arena. And the reason for this is his A1. Now, if they've got debuffs on them, it does an extra hit, and this absolutely smacks when he's built well. And it can, if it kills someone, he does block revive. He's really highly used against things like a Wukong team or an Ultimate Death Knight team, because if you target the damage dealer of a team that has an Ultimate Death Knight in it as well, the first hit will still get transferred to Ultimate Death Knight and probably do a decent amount of damage to him. At our gear level, it might not kill him, but you know, it's progress. But then the second hit won't get transferred to Ultimate Death Knight, so then because it smacks as well, it should hopefully then kill off the damage dealer and then block revive them. So then they're never coming back. So if that's Wukong, then you never have to worry about his passive if I'm coming back. He's just really good basically in, I mean, and then look here as well, Ice Golem, because he's doing the block revive on the minions, they never come back. Arena Offense, because you can control who he hits, like I say. Faction Wars, he's just so highly rated in so many aspects of the game. He's really good to get, and I had a 3-star soul sitting there for him, so it was really good to get on him. I put the crit damage relic on him and the Heaven Cast Blessing, because I am mainly going to be using them in Arena and stuff, so I wanted to go with that. But yeah, so the other epics, while we're on this, as you can see, I've got that first epic guy for the fusion up to level 41. I fully ascended him, so he's almost ready to just sit there and be ready to fuse. The other 4 rare guys, I've already got them up to level 40 and ascended them. I've locked them so I don't accidentally, you know, mistakenly fuse them or anything. And who else did we get? Right, so of them epics we pulled, yeah, so we've already got Illusinia, starting to level her and Ender Moonbeam, start leveling them up, because they are obviously part of the Lady Mikage fusion, so I was quite happy to get those. And a second Ugo I was obviously happy to get, because then that can be put into a second Hydra team. So we'll get the second Ugo eventually built out. It's not a huge rush, but we'll do that eventually. And then just some other really good champions that'll help us push through in Faction Wars. Like I already leveled, yeah, Rearguard Sergeant up to 40 in this ender there. Put some, you know, some basic gear on. That allowed us to then, in Faction Wars, it allowed us to at least kill the boss. We almost did it without that, losing someone, but it was like his last hit. He killed someone, and I didn't have a reviver in, so we got lost that. And we got these to 3-star as well, but this one we failed on, so at least we're at a higher stage now in Dwarves to start farming. Yeah, cool. So I'm going to leave this one here, and I'll probably come back at you in a few days' time with another progress update, see how we're getting on, and then what the plan over the next few days after that are going to be. And then hopefully soon we'll be able to fuse this guy real quick, and then get him leveled up and that, and get him in on some content, and we'll check that out. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.